Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UMBC's Graduate School Commencement exercises, which will begin in just a few minutes. But first, let me share a few details with you. During the ceremony, please do not leave your seats to take photographs or videos. Aisles must remain clear at all times, and guests are not allowed on the main floor. Parents, for safety reasons, please do not allow children to climb on the railings. Please keep children in their seats. In the event of an emergency, please note the emergency exits located throughout the building. Emergency medical services are available at the rear of the lower level. Out of courtesy to our graduates and guests, we ask that you please turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices, and please remain in the arena until the end of the ceremony. Now, please turn your attention to the far end of the RAC arena, where the commencement procession will enter. The Graduate School is led by the Graduate School Marshal, Dr. Robert DeLudy, Associate Dean of the Graduate School, and Miss Tracy Irish, graduating today with a PhD in Language, Literacy, and Culture, and who is carrying the Graduate School banner. The procession of graduate students is led by the Students' Marshal, Dr. Michelle Scott, the 2015 to 2018 Presidential Teaching Professor and Associate Professor and Director of Graduate Studies in the Department of History. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the faculty and staff and the platform party enter the arena. The faculty and staff procession is led by the faculty marshal, Dr. Catherine Seeley-Radke, the 2015 to 2018 Presidential Research Professor and Professor of Chemistry and Biochemistry. She is joined by staff marshals, Ms. Beth Wells, the 2016 recipient of the Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Professional Staff and Assistant Vice Provost for Academic Affairs in the Office of the Provost. And Ms. Cheryl Johnson, the 2012 recipient of the Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Non-Exempt Staff and Grants Specialist in the Office of Contract and Grant Accounting. The platform party is led by the Grand Marshal, Dr. Kimberly Moffitt, President of the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor of American Studies and the LLC Doctoral Program. The Grand Marshal carries the University Mace, a symbol of presidential authority. Used only on formal academic occasions, it is carried in the procession immediately before the President. UMBC's Mace was commissioned by the Alumni Association for UMBC's 20th anniversary in 1986.
Good morning. The 67th commencement exercises of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County will now be in order. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our national anthem, sung today by Ms. Hannah Sunday, a senior music performance major who will graduate tomorrow. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or caps during the anthem.
Oh, say, can you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very nice. Very nice.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Janet Rutledge.
Good morning. President Hrabowski and distinguished guests. First, I would like to recognize our soloist, Ms. Hannah Sunday. Thank you, Hannah, for a lovely rendition. Today, we gather together in a time-honored tradition shared across the world in saluting the attainment of the standards of advanced graduate study. This ceremonial tradition of conferral of the master's and doctoral degrees is one that provides a universal currency, signifying the highest standard of achievement in the disciplines, subjects, and professions sponsored by UMBC. This is one of life's happiest and most significant milestones for each of our graduates. It is a milestone not only for those earning degrees today, but for all of us. For the graduates seated in front of me, it signifies the completion of your master's or doctoral degree and the acceptance of new and ever more challenging horizons. For the faculty and staff, the event serves as a capstone for all they have shared with you and brings special joy at seeing your personal success. And for the many friends and families here today, it is a moment in which we can all share, acknowledging the recognition that you, our soon-to-be graduates, so richly deserve. For me and many others, it is a special moment during which we can witness the fruits of the many labors in our community and take pride in the remarkable work that takes place here at UMBC. During the ceremony, those of you receiving degrees will transition from being students to alumni. Whether you go into careers as educators, scholars, artists, researchers, scientists, activists, service professionals, or engineers, you represent the very best of the future. You have embarked on one of the most important journeys of your lives, that of earning a degree in your respective field, profession, or discipline, and we are all very, very proud of you. The degree earned from UMBC reflects significant achievement, often involving substantial personal sacrifice and struggle. For the pursuit of knowledge and understanding involves growth and change. As we pay tribute to you today, we recognize, too, those who have supported you during your studies at UMBC. We know how much support your families and friends have provided throughout the experience. We come together also to acknowledge the faculty and staff who have encouraged, mentored, and helped you achieve your very best at UMBC. By honoring you, our graduates, we pay tribute to their artful craft of leading you to this day. Please give all of those who have supported you during these important years a round of applause. Sarah Lewis, in her TED Talk entitled Embrace the Near Win, and this has been viewed more than 2 million times, said that we thrive not when we've done it all, but when we have more to achieve. She went on to say that completion is always the goal, but we hope it is never the end. That nicely summarizes why we are here today. We salute your achievement and completion, but more importantly, we celebrate the commencement of all that you have yet to achieve. Congratulations from all of us. Before we move into the program for today, let me briefly acknowledge some of the people on the platform. Joining us are the deans of our colleges and schools, members of the President's Council, presidents of the campus senates, and presidential award recipients. Now, I am delighted to welcome to the podium Mr. Robert Pevenstein, a member of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. We are pleased that Regent Pevenstein is with us today. He will deliver greetings on behalf of his colleagues on the board. Regent Pevenstein.
Thank you for your kind introduction. Good morning. President Hrabowski, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most of all, graduates. I'm pleased to join you and offer congratulations on behalf of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents on this wonderful day. It is an honor to share this occasion with your president, Freeman Hrabowski, whom I have known for 25 years. Thanks to your vision, insight, and boundless energy and enthusiasm, UMBC continues to reach new heights of excellence and national acclaim. Congratulations to you, Freeman, on how far you have brought this university over these 25 years. Having the array of graduate degree programs that are being awarded today is a testament to your never-ending efforts for this campus. Most importantly, it is an honor to be here to recognize and congratulate you, the graduate degree candidates. What you have accomplished has taken hard work, persistence, and dedication. Pursuing a graduate degree is a formidable challenge no matter what the circumstances. And many of you have had the added challenge of pursuing this degree while also balancing a career or a family or both. That is truly an amazing feat. Today we celebrate the completion of your journey. I also know that your family and friends take a great deal of pride in what you have accomplished. They have shared in your sacrifice while providing much needed support, and certainly they deserve to share in your success today as well. No matter what direction your life now takes, no matter what challenges you will next confront, know that your education here has prepared you well and for a future of accomplishment and achievement. I hope that you will use the advantages you have gained here to reach beyond the personal and professional. I hope you will harness your knowledge and abilities to make the community around you, the world around you, a better place. I also ask something of you. Remember how important UMBC has been in making you the person you are. Remember what you have learned here, both in and out of the classroom. Remember how UMBC has helped prepare you for the future. Remember and give back. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and know that the entire University System of Maryland family wishes you all the best in the years to come. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Pevenstein. Now, I would like to introduce Ms. Deanna Cerquetti, President of the Graduate Student Association and a doctoral student in the Language, Literacy, and Culture program. Deanna?
Thank you, Dr. Rutledge. Good morning, graduates, administration, faculty, staff, family, and friends. As president of the Graduate Student Association this year, I'd like to offer you all some thoughts on this as you reflect on this very important moment in your life. As I was a bit unsure of what to say to everyone today, I decided to start with a quick Google search of some inspirational graduation quotes, a few of which I'll share with you right now. Number 1, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. William Arthur Ward. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Henry David Thoreau. While these quotes are indeed very beautiful thoughts, I find myself, and you might be like me, I often roll my eyes a little bit at these sentiments. Now, while the original pursuit of your education might have seemed like such a dream, you know more than anybody else that none of this was simply built just by sitting around and dreaming about it. Sometimes I find that as the years go by, we might develop a sort of cynicism as we pursue our studies and our dreams. Sometimes it makes it difficult to focus and move forward and find the strength to keep going. I'd like to instead take this time to share with you all a little short story about some advice that my father gave to me and my friend when we were struggling in our program. Just a little bit of background, my father's a current civil and environmental engineering PhD candidate at the University of Maryland, College Park, studying in the geotechnical engineering department. Completely different from what I'm studying right now. Just to give you a little bit of background on him, he decided to go back to school when I was about 12 years old. And now, more than 15 years later, he will be finally graduating with his PhD next year. So this is a man who has taught me not only the importance of hard work and education, but also what it means to be resilient in the face of adversity. As a result, family and friends often seek him out for his wise, albeit quirky and adorable advice. One such time when a friend and I were about halfway through the Intercultural Communication Master's Program here at UMBC, we were talking about some struggles that we were having as we came across our final projects and our exams, commiserating and complaining, that sort of thing. In fact, my friend was so distraught about a class that she presumed she was failing that she was even talking about leaving the program as a solution. I remember that as she was talking, my father took the time to draw a little drawing on a napkin, as the rest of us are thinking, okay, we're probably about to get some kind of speech. We see that he's drawing a picture of a clown. Upon drawing it, he looks at us and he says, "Do you know what this is?" We all sort of chuckle, and he says, "Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this." He explained that what he had drawn was an inflatable Bozo the Clown, the one that you, as a child, might have punched, that has that weighted bottom and springs back. Now, like I said, after punching the clown always springs back. We could kind of see where he was going with this metaphor, but we kind of let him keep going with this message. He explained that this metaphor was a perfect opportunity to learn a little bit about life, that there are so many times that life will swing at you faster than you can even realize what's even happening to you. It's then your responsibility to prove that you can get up and keep swinging, ready to fight, and get back at it even stronger than ever. He even said at one point, "You can punch me as many times as you want, but be assured that when I get up, I'll be back swinging stronger than ever." He explained to me that the tools that you develop throughout your life can be used to accomplish just that. So the degrees that you've earned here will help you as you move forward, and that's something that no one can ever take away from you, no matter what happens in the future. This friend and I both went on to graduate from the INCC Master's Program to this day, and to this day, we use this Bozo the Clown metaphor to encourage each other when times are tough. I think that remembering your own strength and resilience is a key part of being able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So maybe the quotes that I shared in the beginning weren't so silly after all. Just remember, today is your day, your moment. You've put so much work and so much effort to get to this point, and you know that your family, your friends, your professors are so extremely proud of you. But I really want you to reflect on how proud you should be of yourselves as well. Sometimes, all too often, we brush off our accomplishments, and I'm sure every one of you has had those moments of feeling like that inflatable Bozo the Clown toy, getting knocked down and hit over and over again. But the strength that you've undoubtedly cultivated here at your time through your studies will carry you through to the next phase of your life. We know that the world is in need of creative, resilient people who are ready to work on the many issues that plague our society today. We also know that you will leave here very equipped to handle those issues. And when life punches and things seem bleak, know that you have the tools to bounce back even stronger. With all this in mind, I'll leave you with one more quote. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. You've shown us all what that means, and on behalf of GSA, I'd like to not only congratulate you on your achievements, but also acknowledge how very honored we've been to be able to call you members of our graduate student community. Please know how much you inspire the rest of us graduate students to keep moving forward and pushing towards our goals. We are obviously so proud of you and the strength that you've shown through your time here at UMBC, and we truly wish you all the best in your future pursuits. Now please, get out there and show life what you've got. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much for those inspiring words. We're very proud of our student leaders who are also strong scholars, and we look forward to the day when you'll be walking across the stage with your PhD. And now I am pleased to introduce UMBC's Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Philip Rouse, who serves as our Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Rouse joined UMBC in 1990. He is a professor in our Department of Physics and has also recently served as the Dean of the College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences. Dr. Rouse.
Good morning. On behalf of the scholarly community we call our UMBC, I would like to extend my congratulations to all of our graduates today. Of course, we had very high expectations when we welcomed you as a member of the UMBC community. And those expectations were based upon your promise as scholars. Today, we celebrate your fulfillment of that promise. You will join the tradition of UMBC alumni who, through their life's work, continue to advance our understanding of our own humanity, our democracy, the natural world that surrounds us, and most importantly, make a difference in the lives of others. Your diploma represents not just your academic achievement, but the friendships you formed, the faculty who nurtured you, and the family and friends who supported you and helped you arrive here today. And so I hope you will see your achievement as emerging from within the context of a community that knows you and cares about you. My greatest hope is that your experience as a member of our community will have provided you with the opportunity to reflect upon the many values that we share together. Values such as excellence, commitment, hard work, inclusiveness, and its respect for the dignity of others. And perhaps the most important of these is integrity. That means putting your values into action. So as you look to the future, I believe that your fulfillment will derive from making the most of whatever talents have been bestowed upon each of you. And it lies in extending to the farthest limits the resources of your mind and your heart. And so in conclusion, I have a wish for you. May you enjoy a life rich in the knowledge that each day your work and your relationships have truly made a difference. Congratulations.
Thank you, Philip. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the president of UMBC, Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. Having served as our president for over 20 years, Dr. Hrabowski has brought tremendous energy, vision, and leadership to the institution. He has helped connect the university with individuals, companies, foundations, and agencies that have brought new resources to build and sustain distinctive programs in both undergraduate and graduate education and research. Dr. Hrabowski.
Good morning. Good morning again. Good morning. Just wanted to make sure you're all awake, all up in the audience right now. I am delighted to welcome you to this commencement exercise. The fact is that you're here because you care about people. I'm going to ask one group to stand because they have helped
all of the relatives of our graduates a lot. Would the faculty and staff members please stand, because they are the university's foundation, and give them a round of applause, would you please? Nothing happens here without these people. And now, students, I want you, as you savor this moment, to think about all the people who have helped you get to today. When I was walking in, I was joking with you and I said, this is really a dream. You're still back in undergrad school somehow. And some people looked at me as if they thought maybe it was a dream, because you worked so hard to get to this day that in some ways you're in a daze. You finally are here, ready for the next level. But you got here because of the faculty and the staff, and because of relationships, your family and your friends. So I want you to think about all of your hard work, all the grit you've had, all the times you've been, in one way or the other, knocked down and had to get back up, that resilience, and then the unconditional love you get from family members. So I'm going to ask the family members and the friends in the audience to stand, and I want the graduates to applaud them. Please, all the people in the audience, just stand up. You're here because you know somebody. Give them a round of applause. It's excellent. This is a very intimate setting today. We like this because we were able to be a community, to think about the values that are most important to this university and to all of us. The purpose of being here today really is to reflect on your success. Many of you will be going on to other graduate programs or postdoctoral programs. Others are becoming faculty members at colleges and universities. Others will be working for a variety of companies or school systems or agencies. Let me start by asking, are there any veterans in the house here, either in the class or in the audience? If there's a veteran here, please stand. All the veterans, please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. All the veterans, please stand. We appreciate you. And the other group I always ask to stand will be those who plan to teach. I want those who are planning or who are already teaching, and the teachers in the audience to please stand. Please, let's see who you are. Please, if you're teaching a school or you're going to teach, let's give them a round of applause. My selection, I could have asked anyone because we're all serving in one way, but we know the significance of our veterans, and we know we need to give more support to our teachers because the power of education is more dramatic, more important than ever in transforming lives. Now, there is, I believe, at least one, if not more, there are staff members who are graduating today. I want to give them a round. If you're a staff member and you're graduating today, please stand. What staff members? There were several staff members somewhere. We're very proud of you. You've been working hard and going to school. One way that you can make a difference in the lives of others is by being an engaged citizen. We are living at a time when our country is divided in so many ways. It is not the first time our country has been divided. But the greatness of our country is that democracy means we're ever growing, ever learning, finding ways to help our children and our families. It was Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis who proclaimed that the most important office in the nation was that of private citizen, a private citizen. And my challenge to you today, even as you go to lead, is that you will be examples of what a private citizen should do and how a private and educated citizen should act. And the head of Phi Beta Kappa just wrote a piece that really impressed me, and I'm using it often. He said there are 3 critical skills needed to perform the duty of private citizen. First, a private citizen must be able to turn raw information into knowledge. There's so much information out there. Developing that ability through the liberal education to turn information into knowledge. And that second, a private citizen must be able to evaluate arguments. Just as statements of fact must be proven, not merely asserted, arguments must be rational and logical and not simply propounded. And finally, a private citizen must be able to engage in reasoned debate with others. A citizen must be able to present one's own rational claims based on provable truths and to listen thoughtfully to those of others. We need private citizens in our nation more than ever. Give the concept a round of applause of being private citizens who listen to other perspectives, who work to find the common ground. This is a special day for you as leaders, as private citizens. We want you to savor this moment. This is a fairly brief ceremony, but when you get back with your families, I want you to remember one thing. The older I get, the more I realize there's nothing in our lives more important than our families, our friends, our relationships. Make sure you look into the eyes of those people who've given you so much for so many years. Let them know today how much you appreciate them. And now it's my pleasure to recognize Mr. John Becker, the president of the UMBC Alumni Association, one of about 70,000. He graduated from here in 2001 with a bachelor's in information systems management and is now chief technology officer at ProSync Technology here in Baltimore. Give him a round of applause, please. He will be presenting each graduate with a memento on behalf of the Alumni Association, and that is our subtle way of saying, don't forget us, this is your home. Send us a check when you can. Thank you very much. We have no shame, all right? Thank you.
And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? Dr. Rabowski.
Dr. Rutledge.
Dr. Rabowski, I now have the honor to present the candidates recommended by the faculty of the University of Maryland Graduate School, Baltimore, for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, the highest earned degree which any university has the power to confer.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the state of Maryland, given to the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents, and by them entrusted to me, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, which you have earned during the course of your studies at UMBC in the University of Maryland Graduate School, Baltimore. In token whereof, you shall be given a diploma with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please proceed with their mentors to the platform to receive your diplomas? Please remain seated until your row has been escorted to the stage. Jing Zhu, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Nancy Miller. Dr. Zhu examined the prevalence of having a patient-centered medical home among older adult cancer survivors and its relation to healthcare utilization and expenditures. Dr. Zhu is seeking a position as a policy analyst in aging policy. Tracy Irish, being hooded by her mentors, Dr. Susan Blunk and Dr. Ann Spence. Dr. Irish researched how a special tool she developed assisted pre-K through 12 schools in developing as STEM-focused learning communities. Her background encompasses scientific research, curriculum development, teaching, and state-level educational policy. Dr. Irish directs STEM advanced teacher education programs as a faculty member in the UMBC Education Department. Amanda Davis, being hooded by her mentors, Dr. Dawn Beeler and Dr. Robert Neff. Dr. Davis analyzed residential employment and transportation data to assess changing access to employment opportunities in metropolitan Baltimore from 1990 to 2000. Dr. Davis is currently a research associate with the Baltimore Neighborhood Indicators Alliance, Jacob France Institute at the University of Baltimore. Farron Grant, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Sherry Waldstein. Dr. Grant used large epidemiological data sets to understand the connection between stress and emotions within the pathophysiology of heart disease. Dr. Grant is currently continuing her work as a postdoctoral fellow at the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute at the National Institutes of Health. Jessica Hohen, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Linda Dahlquist. Dr. Hohen used a novel method of experimental pain assessment to test each child's ability to endogenously inhibit pain, which may be an important risk factor in the development of chronic pain. Dr. Hohen is currently expanding these studies as a postdoctoral fellow in pediatric chronic pain at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Caitlin Thompson, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Linda Dahlquist. Dr. Thompson compared the impact of distraction tasks that require different types of attentional processes, selective attention versus divided attention, on children's pain tolerance. Dr. Thompson is continuing her clinical work with children with chronic illness as a pediatric psychology postdoctoral fellow at Mount Washington Pediatric Hospital. Olivia Smith Spicer, whose mentor is Dr. Jonathan Zohar, being hooded by Dr. Ten Sao Huang. Dr. Spicer used the zebrafish model and advanced platforms of post-genomics to discover the mechanisms in the hormonal regulation of reproduction, which are relevant to both aquaculture and biomedicine. Dr. Spicer has accepted a position at Johns Hopkins University. Andrea Renee Gray, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. William LaCourse. Dr. Gray used mass spectrometry and other analytical chemical techniques to develop an analytical control scheme for biosimilar therapeutic protein drug comparisons and the profiling of their carbohydrate moieties. Dr. Gray is currently pursuing chem biodefense research opportunities. Johan Melendez, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Chris Geddes. Dr. Melendez developed and clinically validated microwave-accelerated metal-enhanced fluorescence DNA assays and sample lysing procedures for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and non-typhoidal salmonella. Dr. Melendez will soon start a postdoctoral position at the Johns Hopkins University, continuing his work on sexually transmitted infections. Rachel Schmitz, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Chris Geddes. Dr. Schmitz developed new methods for the synthesis of fluorescent carbon nanodots and a new exciting class of fluorophores, which she subsequently characterized using a variety of advanced fluorescence and other spectroscopic techniques. Dr. Schmitz will be working with the Latham Biopharm Group here in Baltimore. Pietro Strobia, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Brian Cullum. Dr. Strobia provided key insights into the mechanism of the unique optical phenomenon known as multi-layered SIRS enhancement and demonstrated the potential of nanoscale probes using this phenomenon for label-free chemical mapping of microenvironments via optical tweezers. Dr. Strobia is currently extending his work in optical sensing as a postdoctoral fellow at Duke University. Teresa Marie Lebert, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Jinglei Shen. Dr. Lebert developed novel numerical algorithms and statistical analysis techniques for shape-constrained estimation problems using optimization, control, and statistical methods. Dr. LeBaire is currently exploring new research directions in optimization algorithms and non-parametric estimation as an assistant research professor at the Johns Hopkins University. April Carnahan Albertine, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Bimal Sinha. Dr. Albertine quantified the impact of publication bias in a statistical meta-analysis of anti-poverty programs and compared traditional methods of random effect meta-analysis with a modern hybrid method. Dr. Albertine is currently teaching mathematics at the University of Leeds in England. Yi Yong, being hooded by his mentor, by her mentor, Dr. Thomas Matthew. Dr. Young has developed statistical methodology for the simultaneous assessment of some of the parametric model assumptions in several fixed and random effects models. Dr. Young is the manager of biostatistics at Otsuka Pharmaceuticals in Rockville, Maryland. Jian Zhao, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Thomas Matthew. Dr. Zhao has developed accurate and easy-to-compute statistical methodologies for analyzing interlaboratory data and demonstrated their accuracy for small sample sizes. Dr. Zhao is a statistician at the MS Corporation in Rockville, Maryland. Adam Page, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Tanush Mosanen. Dr. Page developed new techniques in deep neural network hardware implementation for vision and multi-physiological signal processing in order to improve detection accuracy and power consumption. Dr. Page is extending his work in industry and also in academic teaching positions. Sami Al-Samari, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Muhammad Yunus. Dr. Al-Samari developed a library of techniques to boost the location privacy of the base station in wireless ad hoc and sensor network and guard the network against traffic analysis attacks. Dr. Al-Samari is joining the Institute of Pacific Administration in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia as an assistant professor. Timothy Blattner, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Milton Halem. Dr. Blattner developed a task graph scheduler to significantly improve the productivity of scientists by providing a model that efficiently optimizes parallel algorithms on hybrid multi-core CPU and GPU systems while managing data dependencies, locality, and overlapping data motion with computations. Dr. Blattner will be extending the HTGS system with a civil service appointment at the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Grace Crowder, being hooded by her mentor, Dr. Charles Nicholas. Dr. Crowder used statistical techniques to represent collections of natural language documents for the purpose of collection ranking and selection to address information needs. Dr. Crowder is currently investigating application of these studies in the U.S. government. Wesley Griffin, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Mark Alano. Dr. Griffin developed methods to evaluate 3D rendering based on human perception and used these methods to guide compression optimization. He also completed a large-scale online study on perception of prominence errors in images to aid future image quality metrics. Dr. Griffin is now a researcher at the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Fahad Alaid, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Wayne Lutters. Dr. Alaid developed a culturally appropriate technology acceptance model for civic mobile applications. This helps evaluate systems designed to empower citizens to become more engaged in their local communities. Dr. Alaid is currently an assistant professor of information systems at Mohammed Ibn Saud University in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Jian Wei Lai, whose mentor is Dr. Dongsong Zhang, being hooded by Dr. Lina Zhao. Dr. Lai designed, developed, and evaluated 3 mobile applications to support single-handed interaction with touchscreen mobile devices, including target acquisition, zooming, and text entry. Dr. Lai has started her academic career as a tenure-track assistant professor in the School of Information Technology at Illinois State University. Scott Jones, being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Anthony Farquhar. Dr. Jones used X-ray fluorescence, neutron tomography, and machine learning to assess the effectiveness with which polymeric crack fillers could inhibit chloride ingress into cracked concrete specimens. Dr. Jones has accepted a full-time position at the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Sal Nimmer, being hooded by his mentors, Dr. Mark Zupan and Dr. Richard Everett. Dr. Nimmer, as part of an Office of Naval Research effort, developed microscale materials characterization techniques that helped link the effect of microstructure on mechanical response of novel friction stir welds. Dr. Nimmer is currently employed as a materials scientist at the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory. Su-Hol Zhang, being hooded by Dr. Liang Zhu, Dr. Tim Topoleski, and Dr. Dwayne Arola, those were the mentors, and they're being hooded by Dr. Zhu and Dr. Topoleski. Dr. Zhang's research focused on characterizing fatigue crack resistance of the bonds between human dentin and dental adhesives used in tooth restoration. His work resulted in the development of experimental techniques to quantify the degradation of dental adhesives and identify effective methods to increase the life of dental restorations. Dr. Zhang currently works for CAO Group Incorporated in Utah on medical devices and dental materials.
To the audience, I know you were listening very carefully to those dissertations. You will have a test when this is over, all right?
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please rise? Dr. Rabowski.
Dr. Rutledge.
Dr. Rabowski, I now have the honor to present the candidates recommended by the faculty of the University of Maryland Graduate School, Baltimore, for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Public Policy, Master in Professional Studies, and Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the state of Maryland, given to the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents, and by them entrusted to me, I hereby admit you to the master's degree which you have earned during the course of your studies at UMBC in the University of Maryland Graduate School, Baltimore. In token whereof, you shall be given a diploma with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Thank you, and please be seated. Will the master's degree candidates now proceed to receive their diplomas? Please remain seated until your row is directed to stand. Dr. Robert DeLuty, Associate Dean of the Graduate School, will read the names of the Master of Arts, Master of Public Policy, Master in Professional Studies, and Master of Science degree candidates.
Thank you. In the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in the Department of Economics, in the program of Economic Policy Analysis, Tennille Brown. In the program of Instructional Systems Development, a deserving student. Your card. Please tell us your name.
Raylan McCune.
Mallory P. Zeeks. Lindsay Ray Letteber. Osen F. Bowser, Jr. In the program of English for speakers of other languages, Brittany Corinne Bond. Victorine B. Awa. Nicole M. Cohen. Alexander Loki. Owen Silverman Andrews. Stephanie Aisha Simmons. In the program of teaching, Beth Eisentraut. Laura Carolina Tunn. Scott William Girash. Fatima Ali A. Alganon. Lisa M. Atkinson. Nicole M. Ferry. Samantha E. Irby. Melissa Ann G. Scobell. Michelle Joy Christian. Sabrina Ali Shah. Kimberly Trong. Brandy Ray Dorr. Shanae West Simato. In the Department of History, in the program of Historical Studies, Celso Bervieso, Jr. In the Department of English, in the program of Text, Technologies, and Literature, Janet D. Ludlow. In the Department of Psychology, in the program of Applied Developmental Psychology, Kathy Vu. In the program of Human Services Psychology, Tiffany Beeson. In the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Health Administration Policy, in the program of Applied Sociology, Sadaf Nadim. Candidates for the degree of Master of Public Policy in the School of Public Policy, actually that's the College of Public Policy, Gregory Patrick Fitzgerald. Aruj Shamin Rama. Candidates for the degree of Master in Professional Studies in the Department of Geography and Environmental Systems, in the program of Geographic Information Systems, Samir S. Mala. In the Department of Psychology, in the program of Industrial Organizational Psychology, Lauren Elizabeth Donato. Marty M. Langford. Kimberly Rose Buckley. Ebony Ayana Abraham. Chelsea Thompson. Haley B. Schmidt. Destiny M. Mercado. Stacy Connell. Elizabeth Marie Maliakos. Linda Glorioso. In the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the Department of Emergency Health Services, in the program of Emergency Health Services, Ahmed Mazyad Alotaibi. Jacqueline Rose Martin Bauer. In the College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics in the program of Statistics, Adam Douglas Hull. Candidates for the degree of Master in Professional Studies in the Department of Biological Sciences in the program of Biotechnology, Sue Chen. Sarah Chen. Amy Tha No. In the College of Engineering and Information Technology, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the Department of Chemical, Biochemical, and Environmental Engineering in the program of Chemical and Biochemical Engineering, Rima Abuzayed. In the Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering in the program of Computer Science, Nitya Spandana Nalamari. Winston Tong. James Benton Anglin. Robert Van Ginsberg. In the Department of Engineering Management and Information Technology in the program of Engineering Management, Joshua D. Levine. Renee Holder. Tanika Anna Kane Hooker. Vernetta Maxine Biggs. Ricardo J. Barrera. Glenville Benjamin Holmes. April Lynn Chambers. James Akwaka. In the Department of Information Systems, in the program of Human-Centered Computing, Amanda C. Mancuso. Kirk A. Crawford, Jr. Hira Lee. In the program of Information Systems, Raymond Edward Major, Jr. Zhang Zhao. Priyanka Reddy. Damian Morris Doyle. Whitney Reagan Pauk. Christopher Lai. Deepti Nataraj. George Robert Strutz. Ananya Choudhury. Ryan Christopher de Guzman. Lindsay Michelle Fields. Aaron Wayne Parsley. Kirsten Audrey Solis. John Mpiang Reko. Onyebuchi Origbu. Jasmine Sharia Little. Robert Martino. Kevin Douglas Wilson. Shraddha Nain Malik. Sugyana Durai. Krutika Karvishetar. Navneet Kaur. Simrita Singh. Muzan Yosef Almatawa. Gada Akyat. Yi Go. Jonathan Jatachu Mengistu. Mohammed Abdullah Al-Shuwair. Abdul Rahman Abdulaziz A. Al-Shurayi. Makesh Sanwal. Neil Nayak. In the Department of Mechanical Engineering, in the program of Mechanical Engineering, Moses S. Jaya Jr. candidates for the degree of Master in Professional Studies in the Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering in the program of Cybersecurity, Selassie Kofi Ametiwi. Bodiwa Apenteng. Danielle Marie Calicut. Gregory Gooden. Timothy Kwang. Kyle J. Long. Bick Wen. Adimola Alanraju. Wayne L. Richards. William W. Patrick. Florina Tudor. Janae Imane Vali. In the Department of Information Systems, in the program of Health Information Technology, Vishal Shrestha. Pia Kinta Ordona. Isha Bishwakarma. George N. Naki. Samuel Apata.
Graduates, take this last moment to savor your success. We're coming to the close of the program. It has been my tradition to quote the words of our first university president, Alvin Okun, the late Alvin Okun, to the first graduating class in 1970. He said this: "If you bring to the future the same personal qualities and personal commitment you have brought to this campus as students, good and important things will happen to each of you and to those around you, and the university community will be proud to have played a part in your lives." Finally, I leave you with my own thoughts about your future. Be confident, knowing that the education you have received here gives you a solid foundation for the rest of your lives. Know that if you persevere, and we know you will reach your goals, though you are certain to be challenged and tested along the way, as you've already been challenged and tested. Remember that your dreams, and most important, your character, will determine who you will become. Your character will be reflected most clearly in the courage you possess and in your compassion for others. Be true to yourselves and true in your relationships, always reaching out to others to elevate and to inspire. Graduates, you are now officially alumni of UMBC. You will always be connected to UMBC. This is your home. Let's give them a standing ovation, please. $10.59. $10.59. Very good. We ask that you remain standing. Please do not leave here. We're going to sing the Alma Mater. Always important to respect the university as we sing it. Remain in the arena until the completion of the Alma Mater and the procession. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, our Grand Marshal will have final remarks and then lead us to the recessional.
Congratulations again to all of our graduates. Will everyone kindly remain standing until the platform party, faculty and staff, and graduates have recessed. Family and friends are asked to meet the graduates outside of the arena. Congratulations, graduates, and enjoy your day.